Hello, my friends. Let me get all situated here. So, I wanted to jump in for the Scraptember Crafty Tag that will be posted on the 15th of September. And I haven't read these questions. I thought it would be more fun to read them as I go along with you. I think Mason's coming up. Okay, so the first question is, how long have you been scrapbooking and or card making? I started scrapbooking in 1996 when my son was about 6 months old. He's 23 now, so roughly 23 years. Why do you scrapbook, memory keep, artistic outlet, blah, 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 blah. You know, I found, the moment I was introduced to scrapbooking, I was hooked, and I really haven't stopped. Just a few gaps here and there depending on how busy life is. But I scrapbook because I need an artistic outlet. I have been a painter, I've been somebody that embroidered, I have been 5 million different artistic things. So I need an artistic outlet, and the nice thing about scrapbooking is I have a 12 by 12 canvas. I think of it like a canvas, like a 12 by 12 area to do something artistic, and it can be done in 30 to 40 minutes. So how great is that? So there's that. Where do you show your projects, even those without a video? Well, I do film 90% of what I do, and I film it and put it up on YouTube under She's Crafty. Other than that, family comes by every once in a while and takes a look at them and keeps going. I scrapbook for myself. I don't scrapbook for anybody else. What do you watch and or listen to while you're creating? That's a really good one. So half the time I catch up on YouTube scrappy videos. This is Mason, by the way. And then half the time I find a series on Netflix that's either recommended to me or whatnot. I watched all of Rain while scrapbooking. I watched all of the Tudors while scrapbooking, Mary Queen of Scots while scrapbooking, because I was in a historical kind of phase. And right now I am watching, gosh, I don't know his first name. He's a British guy, and he's interviewing serial killers. Pretty good stuff. I'm like, and they all just seem like regular fellas. Yep. All right, let's see. How do you find time to craft? That's number 5. I make time. Right now I'm at a funny transition time in life anyway. I have, my youngest just started college. My oldest just got out of college. They actually, my youngest started early going to college. She started in January, and my son had just graduated December before that. So yes, I've had kids in college for a while, but I'm in a transition right now. I'm trying to figure out what my next step is. So I make time to scrapbook, but somehow my life is extremely busy, so I actually have to make blocks. I have to actually plan to do it. What's your favorite underrated crafty trend? Ooh, a trend. I don't know if I'm a trend scrapbooker. What is my favorite one? You know what? I really just, my very favorite way to scrapbook, or my very favorite style, I guess, is to have lots of pops of color with really nice bold black and white. But for trends, I like sewing when I remember to turn on my machine, so that's not really it. But I've been really into also lately, like mist, doing the really, really high up splat, so I get like a dramatic splat on pages. So I call those my splatty bits. But let's see. Oh, what is your go-to color combo for spring and summer? Okay. Summer definitely is some kind of turquoise and a deeper orange. Oh my goodness, you put those two colors together and there is just happiness sitting there. A couple surfboards on a page and you're ready to go. Now spring, I'd like to pick up, I have another bulldog coming this way. I am sorry guys, I cannot have my own videos. For spring, I do like to grab in some pastels. I like to grab, but I like a deeper pastel, like a little bit more of a saturated, I just said a bulldog belch on camera. I am so sorry. Like a saturated pastel. So like a nice deep orchid and hot pinks and lemon yellow, that kind of thing for spring. Let's see. What is your favorite brand for fall and winter collections? Oh, I have to pick. Okay, fall is probably One Canoe 2. One Canoe 2 seems to work for me for fall almost like no matter what the collection is. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the kind of like smudgy, realistic patterns, and they employ a lot of deep greens and charcoal grays. Oh, I love that kind of thing. But for winter collections, favorite, I don't know if I have a favorite for winter. Yeah, I don't have a favorite for winter. Winter, I end up really going towards some of the ice blues. I like charcoal with it, that kind of thing. And I don't buy a lot of true winter collections. I think I did have snow and cocoa, which I liked it but didn't like it. So I'm going to go with I don't have one for winter. Let's see. What is your, oh wait, I did that one. How many projects do you have unfinished in my crafty space? 0. I don't have like any mini albums going now. The only thing I have unfinished is I haven't put away layouts in 2 years or more. I did just buy 4 albums. It's not going to be enough, but that is my unfinished project in my crafty space. Do you put your finished layouts in the pile or store them away in their albums? They're in a pile, in a massive, massive pile. My goal going from right now going forward is to start putting them in albums in chunks of time just in front of the TV, because I have so many. So they will be going in albums. In a perfect world, I'll be getting them into albums monthly. The reason I say monthly is I'm in a couple of different collaborations where I show all the layouts that I do for Mini Kit Monday, like at the end of the month, and then all the layouts that I do for How to Kill a Kit with Style at the end of the month. And then they can go into albums. Number 11, how long does a layout take you? Well, I do scrapbook from kits 99% of the time. So a lot of my guesswork is already taken out for me. That makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to go with 45 minutes, sometimes an hour if, do you want to come up, Rocco? Come on. Sometimes an hour if I'm doing some sewing on it or hand sewing, or if I decide to dig out some modeling paste and have to be kind of gingerly around things because I'm not about to let things dry, before I keep working. I'm too impatient for that. So 45 minutes, I would say. How did you make it on a design team, and or why did you pick the design teams you're on? I'm not on any design teams right now. I'm on some collaboration teams. I'd like to be on a design team again. I'm sorry, awkward. This guy is older, he's 9, he needs a little bit of help. Hi, Beebe. So I was on design teams back in the day. I was on a design team for a kit club, and I am talking, when I say back in the day, 12, 13 years ago, for a kit club, for an online store. I briefly did have an online store kind of thing myself. So I was on those kind of design teams, but I haven't been on one for quite a while, but I would like to. Why would you want to be on a design team? Very good question. I would like to be on a design team because I like so much the friendships that you form when you're in a group or a collaboration of people, when you're using the same products and the kind of like-minded styles that you might get. Like I've looked at a lot of the design team posts, and some are like for really vintage kind of things, and some are for a little clean crisp style. There are design teams out there for die cuts, not die cuts, for using your silhouette and making your own cuts, or using ones from stores. So there's a bazillion different kinds. So I would like to be on a design team again with a group of people using the same products and to see how we use them differently. To me, that is just the bee's knees. So much fun. Okay, So I think that's it for the tag. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you would like to like and subscribe, that would be helpful. YouTube kind of uses that as parameters to see if people like my content. Notification button on the thingy. You know, that little notification bell if you want to be notified when my next video goes up. All right, bye-bye, friends.